went to pull up on her with a female she was watching. I was like, hold on, like I don't even want to fuck. I want to watch this. You know what I mean? And I remember it started to kick in. I was driving and I could not feel my feet anymore. I was like, bro.
There he goes. Jay just starts tweaking like, yo, I'm not okay. And I'm just sitting here like,
where it goes over to Bill Russell. Bill Russell's like, ha.
The medicines. We've been on that rock star regimen, knowing that I'm heaven sent, higher than I ever been. I got a problem with.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. It's motherfucking Monday, and we at the kickback. Do us a favor before we introduce our host for the show and go down and like this video. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to the channel. Now we got that out of the way. Let's introduce everybody here with us. I'm Paul, Pickle Winham Concha. Shit, I got fucked up yesterday and I'm recovering from that party.
bro, I feel like that's every other day. My boy be living his best life, you feel me? It's your boy, Senior KK, you feel me? Mr. Fiesta, you know what I'm saying? We've been out here living our best lives. I've been practicing my Spanish. I got 2 Spanish exams in the next 2 weeks, so niggas finna eat, man. But who else in this motherfucker?
That boy switched up and went Spanish on us. Okay, then.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was talking to one of the Mexican dudes from my jobs back in the day, and I was talking that real Spanish, and nigga looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, yeah.
There you go.
The growth. That's your boy Jared Wool 24, the comedian, content creator on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on all social media platforms, Jared Wool 24.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Niggas is eating, man. But hey, we gonna start this shit off with.
Really eating.
First I gotta I gotta eat the yogurt, you know what I'm saying, early in the morning. But first I gotta shout out my dog Carol, man. Motherfucker, we on low-key being judged right now, y'all boys. If Carol's watching this, she asked me she said I want to see a podcast, but she asked me if we was funny. And I was like, what the fuck type of question is motherfucker? We're hilarious. And I was like, oh, hold on. Just wait till Monday and you gonna see, man. But what y'all boys do this weekend?
Shit, I've been chilling. No, I haven't been having to move like some people.
You see the box? I got the box right here just to let y'all know. In the peripheral. When niggas getting the fuck up out of here, man.
You know, I actually low-key, when's the last time y'all did a puzzle, bro? Like a real ass puzzle, bro.
When I had an Android and I used to have to like go up and down and sideways to unlock that shit.
Man, I hated puzzles, man. You know, cause in the box, like at the bottom of the puzzle piece, they gave you like the little picture to give you how to do that shit.
Yeah.
I just went by that. I was like, you know what? That's all I need. I ain't even finna do the puzzle. I'm just look at that.
No, bro. I got a real I got this puzzle. Gia's been killing puzzles, bro. Like fucking this. I had to buy her more because of how much she's been going through these puzzles. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna grab myself a puzzle. Grabbed a Stranger Things upside down world puzzle, kind of hard. And but got the outline done, easy peasy. But the whole middle of every piece looks the same. It's like it's like all in a black, like all black pieces. Like how the fuck am I supposed to tell where this all black piece goes in a lot of all black picture?
And don't lose a piece. Cause boy, once you lose that one, boy,
it's
that
over.
Shit, right.
Oh, bro, I don't even know what I would do if I came down and I couldn't find that one piece.
You can't finish it.
Nah, hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Once puzzle pieces they got like more than 100, I was like, okay, I'm out of here. Like, and that was before smoking, so like I can't imagine trying to do that shit now.
Oh, bro, I got a 300 piece, which is actually like seems like the most basic because there's like 5,000. Like they had like bottles of liquor, like the more expensive and the bigger puzzles at the top, the little baby shit, cheap shit at the bottom. And I got my shit off the bottom shelf, and I'm over here struggling.
Yeah, I respect people that do that shit. I remember I couldn't do puzzles and I couldn't do Rubik's cubes. I was a firm believer in just taking them stickers off. You feel me?
No, fuck Rubik's cube though.
I never completed one. I think I seen somebody complete one in my face. So I'm just like, how?
I've seen it. I know a few people that can do it, and they always tell me it's the same. It is a memory because they say you can solve any Rubik's cube in the same way. I ain't memorizing it. I ain't memorizing it's like a cheat code, like up, down, left, right, left. Like they literally, it's like there's a cheat code that they just have to type in on the Rubik's cube.
I believe.
Nah, that should be fucking me up when they be on TV doing that shit in like 10 seconds. And you be like, what the fuck?
With their eyes closed.
I
Memory though. It's memory.
I respect it, but nah, man. But my weekend, nigga, was lit. I just went to go see that movie. Nope. Bro, I swear I can't ever go to the movies before the last showing. Something always happens where I just have to I have to go to like 10:55. You know, that means the movie really started at 11:15, 11:20. And so I began out the movies at like 1 o'clock every time. But I stayed awake for most of this movie. And not just in the movie, most of it.
I knew it. I was like, I know that movie was like 2 hours long, bro.
Yeah, that shit was long. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I got in there late. Like I missed like the first like two minute or two. It was pretty. And you gotta watch it from the beginning because that's a pretty important scene. And then motherfucking, but that bitch didn't finish till 1:20. So that means like I'm in that bitch like 11:15. It didn't finish till 1:15, 1:20, damn near.
Well, why you go to the movies late if you know you're gonna fall asleep?
It's not like they cheat.
Because if I go early, I'm still gonna fall asleep. So like, why not be all the way high? Go to Walmart, get the snacks first. You feel me?
This man pays like $16 a ticket for a snap, boy.
I'm telling you, I do it every time, except for when that Dragon Ball Z hit. Oh yeah, I might go see that like 4 times.
When is that drop? Is that dropping soon?
August?
Yeah.
19th.
August.
And guess where the fuck I'm gonna be at?
Oh, that's what we doing?
After the baseball game.
Oh, is the game on the 19th?
I think so.
It might be. No, it sounds about right.
I think so. That's what I have put in my calendar.
I just hope that bit hit because them graphics not looking too well. Player.
Nah, that shit go. I seen somebody that watched it in Spanish. They said that shit hit, and it was supposed to be a Piccolo movie, but they made it a Gohan movie too.
I thought it was like a Gohan and Piccolo type.
It was supposed to be a Piccolo movie, but they turned that bitch to a Gohan movie. But it was supposed to be, because you know Piccolo need him a movie. Like he'd be saving this nigga Gohan in every movie, but it turned into something else.
Well, but this is a big year for anime. Like what are y'all most, since we're talking Dragon Ball Z, what are y'all most looking forward to? Like, just throw out some names. You got Vinland Saga Season 2 dropping, Chainsaw Man, the final arc of Bleach, My Hero coming out on October 1st.
Somebody told me Black Clover coming out. Did you hear about
Black Clover final season's finally getting animated? Loki, someone spoiled that, like a big plot twist for that for me. Then there's quite more few. I just can't even think off the top of my head. I just know those are the ones that some notable Solo Leveling, which the writer just passed away recently, RIP. But like people say that has people giving that the same hype that like God of High School got. Like, oh, like when this drops, that it's gonna be all faded and it's gonna go crazy. Hopefully they just do it better than what God of High School was. But like, what are y'all's biggest anime wish list for the year right now?
I'm glad you brought up Vinland Saga because that was a gem right there. That was a gem.
Nah, that was that shit.
That was that shit right there. So I was like, hey, okay then, season 2, been waiting. So Vinland Saga, Black Clover, My Hero. Oh yeah, My Hero ended good.
Yeah, because we're getting more of that. The villains that that's where we left off.
Right. So they finna turn up on their ass. And then what else you said?
The Bleach new season. Like y'all talked about the movie for Dragon Ball Z. I think One Piece movie's dropping. I don't know if it's one that's already been released, but I've just been seeing them talking about One Piece's new movie in the Philippines just came out. One Piece new movie in Salvador just came out. I don't know if it's something that we've already had and other countries are getting it.
I only seen One Piece movie, the one on Netflix.
I ain't gonna lie.
I seen 2. My fault. But go ahead.
The One Piece movies be hitting. I'm not gonna lie. I remember I used to watch them when I was deep in the grind, and like just to like take a break from it. But they're like such a breath of fresh air. Like it's like this man Luffy really be doing some crazy shit. Nigga be fucking killing shit, having to wax some shit. But like there's just so much playfulness and so much chilling and like stupid shit. And like there's a lot of chopper. Like it's just a bunch of funny shit that goes on. So it was always a breath of fresh air. But if I was to look forward to anything, it's gonna be that Dragon Ball Super movie. But like, I'm always waiting for 2 things: another season of Baki, and because this now the caveman finna come out, right, or some shit like that. That's who's on next.
Dude, Pickle boy.
Yeah, Pickle, and another animated season of One Punch Man because I feel like those are two things I'm always waiting on.
That's the other one. So not One Punch Man, Mob Psycho 100, the new season got confirmed. And that's right. Outside of the other two that I named, Bleach Final Arc, which the more I rewatch Bleach, the more I'm like, bro, this man Tai Kubo was fucking it up. And then Chainsaw Man, I've been hyping that up for y'all for a while now. So like, that bitch gonna bang. There's wait, that shit comes a little later this year. But Mob Psycho, I keep telling you, I don't know if Jerry or you watched it, bro. That's a must-see anime, bro.
Let me explain. Let me explain Mob Psycho, okay?
Mob Psycho, my nigga.
Let me explain. That bit was hitting. It was hitting. I watched like one or two. I went to pull up on it with a female she was watching. I was like, hold on, like I don't even want to fuck. I want to watch this. You know what I mean?
Because you bust out laughing
like,
funny, bro.
I want to watch this.
Hey, that shit real. That's real.
I was like, what do you want to? I'm more focused on the TV.
Like,
nah, it was actually
bitch, put your titty away. They faded.
That bit was hitting. That bit was hitting, but I don't think I can go back because it reminds me of her. So I don't know if I can do it. I might, but like I just couldn't finish because it reminded me of her.
No, but you gotta fit it. It goes so hard because like he's just so strong. I don't even remember like first that like that boy no emotion. He just an explosion waiting to happen, and every time a little thing fucks with him, you don't see a little bar, 10%, 15%. 20%. I don't, and you just waiting the whole season for that bar to hit 100%. Like, what happens when this man hits 100?
That bit wasn't. I ain't gonna care. I might. If they drop a new season, then yeah, I'm gonna just.
The same thing I told y'all as Jits when y'all like Yu Yu Hakusho and I was trying to get y'all to watch Hunter x Hunter. I'm like, bro, it's the same writer as One Punch Man. But even he said One Punch Man was just for like trolling and laughing and not a serious thing. He didn't expect it to even get animated. It was just him and a buddy fucking around. Mob Psycho 100 is what he actually put all his time into and like everything into. So like that's if you like One Punch Man, right up the same alley. There's a more polished thing in my opinion.
I remember you telling me that. I do.
Yeah, I remember you showing me a clip, or like I was on it was some crazy radical shit, and I was just like, oh, wow. So I might have to go put that on the burner real quick.
It's on Funimation too, and Crunchyroll got all the Funimation. It's really everywhere now that Crunchyroll came in and bought everything.
Now Crunchyroll got everything. Now I just wish they put more English on here. They trying though. They trying.
They used to, bro. Back in the day when it was just before they had ads, like before when it was like with the Crunchyroll that I remember, fucking they had all Naruto English dubbed, all Bleach English dubbed, One Piece English dub up to a point. Like every anime that was big, they had the English dub for it. And then I guess they just slowly, I remember slowly there was being like, this is your final week to watch this episode before it's gone. This is your final 3 days before this episode's gone. And then like eventually they just got rid of all the dub.
Nah, I'm looking at it, they got some English on because I remember at one point, I thought at one point it was all fucking sub. I was like, damn, ain't no fucking English on here. But I see some English. They got Dragon Ball Z, Mob Psycho on here. Okay, I see them. Going back to the old ways.
I respect it. I got the Funimation app, so I'm not telling them to start. But I have a good question, man. But I want to segue into it something smooth. Because like a lot of people don't know that me and Paul, we used to be roommates when we first got to college. So motherfucking, we moved to Gainesville thinking like, oh yeah, we don't really give a fuck. We just got to go to school. And then we didn't think about, damn, there's nothing to do in motherfucking Gainesville. So I feel like all we did at one point was just get faded, play 2K, and watch anime. Like niggas was so caught up on anime. That's why I don't get straight back into my anime. But my question is, and this is inspired by my dog Carol, motherfucker, what's like the funniest shit that y'all ever did, like faded wise, or like somebody's done around you type faded, and you was just sitting there like, because I don't want to put my dog out, but motherfucking, they was just telling me they told a story about how they was in New York and they kind of had some like, they ate an edible and they kind of was like off the shit, so they kind of got it turned into a crazy trip.
Let me see, Jerry, you got any crazy one? I know you don't smoke no more. We're a retired smokeman.
Cause like for like,
I remember, remember Kev back in high school when I fucking passed out a goddamn. Oh, what was that? Airheads?
What? I don't even know this story.
And I was dead, Paul. I was dead.
You was off the blizzard.
No, I was dead. I wasn't passing. I was dead.
Bro, that nigga Jerry thought he died. I'm pretty sure they had to carry that nigga out to defense.
Bro, I remember on Nimbus, I was on my way to heaven, bro. Like I was really on my way to heaven.
Oh my
I was
God,
flying on the Nimbus. I was like, yep. And it was 1 week from graduate. I was like, damn, I ain't even get to graduate. Like I really, I'm really a statistic. Like black man doesn't graduate. I was like, God damn, bro.
This was crazy. I remember that. Low-key, when I thought about asking this question, I thought, mate, I remember what Jerry did, but we're not gonna bring that up.
Oh, no, I thought you was. So I was like, shit, I remember.
Hey, so I got the story, right? So this is what happened. So we all made a plan to go to Airheads. But this is back when I don't want to throw out his name, so we're gonna call him Little Boy Blue. You know what I'm saying? The twin. This is back when we're hanging out with them heavy. And he's really getting deep into smoking. So like we still kind of just like me and Jerry probably never even paid for weed yet. So like motherfucking, so she pulls out a makeshift gravity bond, and so we start. Well, we're here.
I can see where this went south.
Let's get faded before we get into the motherfucking. Let's get faded before we go into Airheads, and then that should be even funner. I'm like, duh. Look at that's like 2 + 2. Like, duh, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so we hit this gravity bar, never hitting that bitch, never hit a GB before. And then I hit it and I cough up a lung. Like I'm thinking I'm finna dying, kid. This nigga hits it and he doesn't cough as bad as me, but he coughs. He's coughing. So everything's straight. So he walking aside and I'm faded. I mean, I'm on cloud nine because like a GB is really the closest thing we have to a crack pipe in the weed game. You feel me? Like 100%. That shit literally will go straight to your fucking head immediately. Like, you know how niggas do the upside down shot, drinking the beers, crack. That's the equivalent to when I'm smoking. So we're in there, we get there fine. It's time to I think we already paid, or it was a Groupon, something. So they're giving us our stuff, we're filling out the waivers, and then Jerry starts tweaking. Jerry just starts tweaking like, yo, I'm not okay. And I'm just sitting here like
I started falling. That's what happened, bro. I was sitting in the chair and then some nigga was by me. I was like, bro, I'm falling. Catch me. Bro, I'm falling. Catch me. Bro, I'm falling. Catch me. That's all I remember. That is all I remember,
that's
bro.
Crazy. I wish I could get high like that, bro. I feel like I've never got to the point of like where some people get like to the point like that.
That nigga was spazzing out, dog. And like and then Jerry was so mad at me the next day because I was recording. I was like, oh shit, Jerry, this nigga Jerry goes. I record this nigga Jerry's like, bro. I'm pretty sure niggas had to walk this nigga into the truck. I don't know how they got Jerry into his home.
Did you even jump on the trampoline, Jerry?
No,
was I laid out on the floor? I don't know. I was gone. So you tell him from the outside.
Jerry did not get on the trampoline. And the funniest thing about it was the parking lot afterwards, because we had to go, and we was like, and then like, so now the team got divided. Somebody had to go take Jerry home. So that was like a 3-4 person mission. That was like a 2-3 person mission. And then it was like, but the Groupon was already paid for. So now that Jerry, so we went back and we had to go jump, now I'm saying, go get the trampoline. But I used that to my advantage because I didn't pay because we had to pay the people for like whoever bought the Groupon. I didn't pay because everybody was thinking about Jerry so bad. So I was just sitting there like,
terrible.
Jerry, I hope he's straight, man. Jerry, I won't be doing backflips and shit.
See, Jerry, I didn't know Jerry could get that high, but now that I know that story, and then you, and then even that boy, like our boy Dre, who be on here, y'all be getting faded. Like I feel like how, like we can smoke the same amount. I probably could smoke double the amount that you smoke, but then also I be sitting there like, how do I get what did y'all do different than me? Because y'all are faded right now. Like I'll be talking to like spirits and shit. I'm like, bro, what?
Man,
we ain't smoked the same blood, bro. There ain't no way.
I promise you, I was on cloud Nimbus, boy. Like Nimbus is real once you die, bro. Like I was really sitting there, like on my way to heaven.
I'm fucking crying.
Do you not remember any of that? You just remember waking up in your bed? Is like
all I know. I was dreaming. I was just on Nimbus, just going in circles, just thinking about how what I did in my 18-year life. I'm like, damn, I really died at 18. Just
I probably wouldn't be smoking either after that one experience. Remember, like one of my first ones too.
My shit was laced. That's all I'm gonna say. My shit was laced. It had to be. He did
That's
something.
why. That's why you don't pull out the GB. New
Oh yeah, I don't do
but you say
GB
that. You
golf
say
ball.
though,
I don't do
you gotta
none of that.
sign a waiver before you whip that out.
Said now, hey, one thing can change your life.
But
And change
Paul,
mine.
do you have any stories? Did anything come to mind?
Not
I got that involves you that I could say.
There was I can't think of anyone. The only time I can really think off the top of my head right now that I'm like where I was faded, but like when I feel like I got super faded, I can't think of nothing like that. I'm thinking of like when we were at Danny's house and like the times where we just be sitting there and just like smoking, and then like Kev would be asleep by like because we'll smoke a few blunts or joints or whatever or shit going in rotation. And I could work Kev would just get comfortable and be slumped. And I just remember one time where he wasn't the only one that got slumped. Like, and I was like, damn, this never happened. Like, I'm usually waking Kev up. Like, I'm usually like, come on, bro. And I just remember one time, like, Danny waking me up, and then I had to go wake Kev up. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, we were faded. But no, I can't. If you got a story, let it rip, bro. All these smoking ain't helped my memory.
So like, all right, so bet. So when me and Paul, we stayed together. We were roommates. We used to work 24/7, like 20 all fucking day. We was working, and then I still was going to school, and then I was going to school. Paul was going to school too, but we were just working all the time, working. So we didn't really meet people like that. Most of the people we met was all from work type shit. So we was randomly we met these one girls, and then this nigga I don't fuck with no more brought this girl over to the crib, and then she was smoking. I want to say she hit the bong. That's when we had the bong bro or whatever her name was, the one that I think is broken now. We're smoking, we're doing our thing, rotating, going crazy and shit like that. And then this girl starts spazzing out. She goes, "Whoa, I'm way too high," and I'm just sitting here like,
"Oh, I remember this story. I didn't know. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but now I do."
Yeah. Me and Paul are chilling like, oh, it happens. That's what happens when you come here, like type shit. Cause like a lot of dope got smoked in our apartment. Like a lot of people, I used to walk into my house real quick for 5 seconds and come back out, and niggas be like, "Damn, bro, you smell like straight weed." I'll be like, "That's what my house smells like." But motherfucking, so this girl starts seeping out. She goes, "Yo, I'm way too high. Oh my gosh, I'm too high right now." And just in there. Now it was me and Paul was like, "Okay, we heard you the first time." Like.
No, because she repeats it a few, and it starts getting a little bit more alarming as she repeats it. Like, I'm not joking, guys.
But we're trying to watch something. Like, yo, shut up. Like, shut the fuck up. We're trying to watch something. And then motherfucker, she starts texting people like, "Hey, bro, I'm way too high. I don't think I'm safe." Like, I'm sitting there like, what the fuck?
Wait, what?
Yes, like it starts texting me because I'm getting messages from random motherfuckers that I met for 5 seconds. So yo, what the fuck are you guys doing? Oh, I'm sending like, I'm taking a picture. I'm watching anime. What the fuck are you talking about?
normal day.
Yeah, she's over here like, bro, she's distressed. She says she feels like her heart's about to stop. What's it called? Her brain is 2 times the size. And I'm sitting here like, I look over at this bitch and I'm just sitting here and be like, if somebody doesn't get this bitch out of my motherfucking house right now, like, and then they don't have a car or nothing. So like, oh no, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm just sitting there like, and then now we're trying to ease it into like, you can leave. Like, nobody's forced you to be here. Like, no, nobody.
Like especially when people are complaining, like, oh, like,
yeah.
If you feel that way, you could go. There's a hospital like 5 minutes up the road.
Oh yeah,
because there's literally a hospital like if you go down the street on the main road.
Giving her directions how to go to the hospital. What happened
I forgot about that story. And if it's the same girl that I remember was the one like that famous picture. She was so annoying, bro. That like this type of I refer to those type of girls as like, you remember those girls in elementary school that wanted to be the line leader so bad. Like, they would be the first, like they was just like the kiss up, the line leader, the hey, get back in line. Like it's just like that was that person that just got so faded at the crib. And then imagine that personality just sitting there like bugging out.
That shit's terrible. But to segue into the next question, so the person that inspired that question was all high off an edible when she was doing her little trippy phase, her little trip. So motherfucking compare edible high to weed high for me, Paul.
Me personally, they don't affect me. There's certain like I've had 1,000 milligrams of edibles, which they say will put people out like fucking thousand. They say 200 milligrams is what you really need to really feel fucked up. So like taking 1,000 should have did the trick. Like I don't know what about me, but not they just don't sit right with me. They just don't get me faded like smoking would. But I do know other people experiences. They'll say like an edible, like you can't even compare it. Like it's just like smoking weed gets you high, but eating an edible gets you like you eat half of that edible, be so faded, and all of a sudden you eat another bite and then you blacked out faded, like shit like that. Like I don't even have a story. Like I just blacked out. Me personally, I could eat fucking a whole brownie tray and I'll be sitting there like, when's just gonna kick in?
Yeah, that's how most people are. I had an edible once. I remember about like a few years back. It was like 4th of July or something. I took it at somebody's house, and then I think I was headed to your house actually, Paul, after that actually. And I remember it started to kick in. I was driving and I could not feel my feet no more. I was like, bro, I don't even know if I could drive no more. Like I cannot feel my feet. And so I'm like, I don't know how, but like I just feel my feet. So I was like, bro, we might have to like pull over and wait because I don't know how I'm gonna drive, player. Like I don't know I don't know how I'm gonna drive.
To let some people know about edibles, it's like someone hands you 99% of the time they'll hand you an edible, like a brownie or whatever, and they'll usually tell you, don't finish it. They'll tell you like eat the corner piece and see how you feel. And no one will ever hand you a blunt and be like, don't finish it.
Mm-hmm.
No, like doesn't show you how potent like a brownie would be. Like you get one brownie, they're gonna tell you like, bro, just take a bite, relax, see how you feel before you take another bite.
Facts.
Nah, that Jerry story is fucking hilarious because the nigga got drugged. The nigga got drugged. Explain it of how you got drugged. I know the story because Jerry made a whole video about this shit.
I did.
Yes, you made a whole video about this shit, and it was sad. I was like, damn it, Jerry, why you fucked it up?
Oh wait, which one you talking? Nah, that wasn't the same story. That's not the same.
I'm talking about.
Oh, Gabe House. No, that wasn't edible. That was a dab pen. That was the dab.
That was a tincture. That shit got me fucked up. I remember taking that.
You know, Gabe was working at goddamn Truly. That's all he knew.
Got like science experiments out there.
I swear.
Y'all remember like when they when we found out when you watched The Last Dance and you find out that the pizza stuff. The food that got Michael Jordan sick the day before, and it was like 3 niggas in suits handing him a pizza type shit. That's how Jerry got hit with that dab, bro. So the nigga put that shit in 3 Musketeers, cut that bitch in half, put it in 3 Musketeers, and handed it to Jerry without the wrapper. It goes, here, Jerry, for you.
I know Jerry loves the 3 Musketeers too.
Oh,
hesitate.
It's just crazy how like I keep getting drugged. Like it's just I listen to these stories. It's like it's always me. That's small smoke.
What
is the point?
There's the friend that has to we gotta watch his cup. We gotta make sure he can't put his cup down. He had a lot of enemies.
I was like, I just get high off of life. Like that's how I live now. Just high off of life.
Nah, that shit funny as fuck. But for me, when it comes to edibles, it's interesting because like I'm a firm believer in like I'm not a big edible guy, but like it has to be like something with some real potency to get me right. But niggas out here is creative. I heard niggas is putting edible on the butter on chicken now and getting you faded off some soul food. No cuts. Because I asked the nigga, I was like, yo, what you doing? What you got on the menu? You go, man, whatever the fuck you want, man. Motherfucking brownies, brownies, cookies, chicken. I was like, wait, what? Chicken? What kind of chicken? Whatever you want, fried, baked, whatever, grilled. What you looking for? And I'm just saying like,
yeah, as long as you got the butter, whatever you cook in the butter or oil, will have it in it. There's a show on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Snoop Dogg is a guest host, and he's also a judge, and it's just like 3 high-end chefs that are cooking with weed. Like everything they cook has to be able to get you high.
Nice.
And Snoop Dogg, they be getting faded because they be eating like 3 different courses. So like the first course, after they're smoking joints while they're cooking, like it's all about getting faded.
I love it. What is this show called?
It's on Netflix. It's not called Getting Fried. That's another show that I'm getting mixed up with. I'll find it, but it was one of those. It was one of those recent shows. You know, Netflix when it comes out with something and put that bitch in the front, like, hey, new show, you should watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it. That shit was actually pretty damn good.
I watched it.
Yeah, they got me. I fell for that one.
It was too big to miss.
Yeah, it was, when they give you the fucking billboard on Netflix of a show, hey, I'll press play.
Like,
That's how it be though.
but nah, this is funny. But another segue into some new shit, right? My question is, what are the places that you pulled up to and you was faded, or like Jerry, or if you got drugged, motherfucker, you pulled up to faded and you was like, damn, I probably should not have been high for this.
Damn. Ooh.
I feel like it's been a couple situations like that.
Cause
Yeah, I don't know, cause like I said, I don't be getting faded like some of y'all be like completely like there's like my feet don't work. Like I've never been like that faded.
Bro, I just remember, bro, like
Going to work.
I don't know. It's just been some places like I was just like, it's in my head though. Like I just been like somewhere like in a serious situation, like at a dinner or something, and the smoke beforehand, and me and the other person were just laughing the whole time, and they knew we was on some bullshit. Like that's all I could say. I had a few of those.
No cap, that's real life, man. Like this weekend, right? I was in this bitch. I got a call like, hey yo, I need you 9 o'clock in the morning, Saturday in Santa Fe. And I'm like, did you just ask me to come to school on my day off? Did you just ask me to come to school on a Saturday? He goes, bro, I need you. And I was like, all right, no problem, I'll be there. So I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Nigga just said I gotta be there. So I couldn't even tell you where at school. Nigga said I gotta be there. So it's 9 o'clock, I get there, no problem. But like, I got somebody to wake me up at 7:30. So now I've got time to get faded and everything like that. So I'm vibing, getting my mind right, getting the music playing. Ryan comes and scoops me. So I'm pulling up things just a normal as like camera shoot or some shit like that. I find out, so they told me, oh, all you gotta do, bro, is just work the live stream camera, some motherfucking, and just make sure you're catching all the action. You're the action camera. I'm thinking no problem. Then I find out all the motherfuckers that's in the room. This is actually a Stop the Violence peace rally, and that gives out like over 5,000 book bags to the community type shit. So everybody and their motherfucking mom is there. So when I say everybody and mom, I mean the mayor's there, the superintendent is there, the old police chief, the new police chief, the head of motherfucking ASO, some bullshit. I'm just sitting here looking like, oh wow. And it was crazy how many of those people were black. I was actually shocked about that. The state representative, the state attorney's office, all this shit. And I'm just sitting here like, I should not have came high to this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, and I'm over here, and I'm
power
over here,
in front of me.
Yeah, I'm over here representing the program and shit, and I'm just sitting here like, huh. This would have been a nice day to come sober to. Like, I'm just hoping that I just hope my high wears off, my eyes stop being so low. And you know the niggas can look straight through you because you gotta shake these niggas' hands.
What?
Them niggas looking like, appreciate you, son. Appreciate you, son, for taking the time to do this morning.
No, shit, I don't know what, but I probably would have been fucking. I probably wouldn't have said a word.
Because they looking right at you in your face. They do handshakes all the time, so they know. Them type of niggas know.
And I'm playing that shit off, kid. I'm just sitting there like, I'm just sitting there thinking like, I'm gonna start asking who's on the guest list before the questions you gotta ask is what's the budget and who's on the guest list before I get there. I gotta know what attire to wear. Motherfucker, I gotta make sure I don't got motherfucking weed and condoms in my fucking bag in the car right now.
Facts.
No, the only thing I can come up with in my end is like going to work faded, and there's be certain days where the manager, I didn't know managers on shift with me or something, and like it'd be like only us at like 4 in the morning, especially at Publix when you're opening. So like it'd be you and like one other person at 4:30 in the morning in Publix. So there ain't anyone else there, so you got to talk to a manager, and you know you're faded. You know, like all of a sudden, like you forget some stupid shit, like you wash your hands, but you forgot to put soap on, and they're right next to you, and they're like, "Why did I not wash my hands with soap? Let me redo that." Like this little shit like that. You're like, "Fuck, I just fucked up." Now they know I'm high. Like,
Yeah, at that work before getting high.
No, that I got a million actually fuck ups that when I was high at work. That shit, what
Well,
millions.
I be saying
I
some
see why they don't want us high at the workplace. I see
I
the potential
understand,
of
man.
accidents. If I was an owner, I don't want no high motherfucker working my shit either, bro. Because I know the danger.
See, back when I used to get high before work, like I didn't do stupid shit. Like I just said stupid shit. Like I already say stupid shit sober. It just got stupider. It got stupider. So
like,
that's how they knew I was high, because I already said stupid shit, but it was just like, okay, you out of here.
It got bad at some points. There's some times when this is stupid ass shit. I'm like, cause you gotta remember, I worked around cook. 80% of my jobs I was cooking. So like motherfucking, I'm in this bitch around some hot ass grease, doing some wild ass shit. There was one time it was cold grease, but there was one time I slipped with a whole thing of grease in my hand, and there just happened to be somebody in front of me. Slipped, threw that shit all over the nigga, and my general manager and district manager is right there, just looking like. Don't even yell. Don't even yell. They just shake their heads. And somebody looks at you and gives you that you cleaning that up type of look, and then walks off. Like, oh, like maybe today would have been a good day not to be high. But guess what I did the next? Guess what I did the next day though?
Got high.
It came into work.
Smart man.
Shit
Didn't want to fuck up the consistency.
No, you can't.
Real quick, I just had something I want to hit on before this episode goes on a little longer. Was RIP that man Bill Russell, bro. Legend, 11-time finalist, fucking low key a funny ass dude, bro. I didn't realize how funny it was to all the clips that were coming up, and like Charles Barkley's on like the stage at the ESPYs, and it's like, thank you. And then all of a sudden the camera goes over to Bill Russell, and Bill Russell's like, ha.
Like, and then he had one, I saw this one talking about, I'll kick your ass.
Was that when he was up on the stage?
Yeah.
He came up there just to let him know, I'll kick your ass.
Yeah, that nigga was stupid.
Bill Russell was fine though. Bill Russell was fine. And a lot of people don't talk about the racism my boy had to deal with in motherfucking Boston, and still brought them niggas 11 championships.
And on his ass had to go up against Wilt. I know he had a stacked ass squad, but like you were going up against the most dominant force in basketball for at least before Shaq came in, like pre-1980 whatever his draft class. That's the most dominant force in basketball for a long time, and he was guarding that motherfucker. Held him to like 38 points, which I know it sounds like a lot, but that man was averaging 50. So
20, about 20 off.
Yeah, so like, you know, like he did his thing.
Nah, yeah, rest in peace of GOAT for real. Cause like, and I'm actually so happy to be able to see like so many people respected, bro. You know, I didn't know that. I didn't know too many people, because you don't ever hear his name in any conversation ever. When it comes to arguing and anything, because what the fuck we look like arguing about who's the greatest centers of all time? Like, bro, if you don't get the fuck out of my barbershop. Like, so the fact that so many people respected him and knew who he was and understood that like the things he did could have been done again just because he was that much of a pioneer. So I respected that shit. I love to see it, man. Rest in peace and GOAT for real.
And yeah, he was always presented the championship or MVP
every year.
He's honestly the person, because he had, honestly, I think outside of maybe Wilt and Kareem, but Kareem came after them boys, he had the most right to talk about, oh, these new players wouldn't last in my era. But he never said a word. He never once compared his era to the new era. He never once would be like, oh, well, they weren't on my level. Like, and that's how I fuck with the old heads like that just let their resume back up their shit, and they aren't like trying to bring down like the current players to make their resume look better. I give them more, like, that's how I feel like Bill Russell did it right. Like out of all like the post playing players, like he just kept his name out of the business, and like he would get thrown in the top 10 list, and he wouldn't care if his name was at 10 or didn't even make the list or top 5. Like, he didn't give a fuck about none of that.
He got 11 championships, kid.
11.
Sipping champagne. And you ever look at the championship rings back then compared to now?
Oh, but they're giving them that little meme I sent about the WNBA rings. That was the type of ring that they were giving out, bro. They're giving you a class ring.
Nowadays, boy, you can
What?
fucking icebox fucking ring, boy. Shit's
Oh, you gotta hold your hand up like this when you're wearing it. Like,
shit's heavy as fuck now, boy.
I actually had a picture. I seen a picture comparing all the championship rings this year. If you had to win, which championship ring would you go with? The football, basketball? Which one would you go? First off, which trophy would you go with first? And then we'll talk about the rings.
I don't know much the rings. I remember that like Toronto's rings were iced out when they won. I'll probably go with football because I'm pretty sure they spend the most money on their ring, and their rings be massive, bro. Like the people don't even wear them most of the time. They just leave them in like a trophy case.
Yeah, Aaron Donald's shit is gonna be huge.
But with the trophies, I mean, I always fucked with the Stanley Cup is dope because that shit's massive. Like that shit's a fucking person.
Shit are big.
Yeah, that is a big ass trophy. I like the motherfucking. I like that Larry O'Brien. That
The no,
Yeah.
fuck with that. But
the
then,
NBA play.
I know y'all don't play 2K like that, but y'all just know that the cards that they're gonna make for Bill Russell now are gonna be fucking stupid fire.
I believe it.
Anytime a player passes, bro, they like on Twitter they're already calling his cards like God Russell because they're gonna make Bill Russell have like a Steph Curry release, have 99 playmaking, 99 3 ball, there's be 99 everything, and he's gonna be able to play point guard or center. Like the way like his motherfuckers on 2K are already going crazy with the Bill Russell cards.
Mhm.
Okay, I wanted to ask you how Note was, but you fell asleep.
Nah, I was up. I was up enough. So Nope actually. So I understand why people was hating on it because it was like very weird because they wanted to make a Western movie with like mid sci-fi and it's still horror and it's still like a horror thriller classic type shit. And it didn't force any issues. It didn't really talk about like it didn't like make you think any bigger like Us and Get Out did. But like you just had to really sit down and understand it, the cinematic theme about it. And Keke Palmer, she did her thing in the movie. It kind of ended anticlimactically, but like I still give it a 7 out of 10. Like I'm probably gonna go watch it again just to make sure. But like 2 hours is kind of long, so I gotta have a deep squad of motherfuckers with me for me to go watch it again.
Oh yeah,
But
eh.
yeah, was,
Okay.
I feel like that's what the most of the reactions I've seen has been like that. Like, man,
yeah,
right,
like,
they got on fucking Logan Paul's head when he was playing that shit. That's like we don't want opinion from a white boy.
oh, they did. I did see that.
I was like, hey, I understand it, but damn, nigga can't give his opinion out.
And he didn't even bash anybody. When I actually saw, I thought he was like I thought he said some stupid shit. Like, bro, that movie fucking sucked. Like, the straight up. And I was like, he gave like a deep analysis, like a thread of like,
it was like, you white, shut up.
yeah, they're like sipping on white tears. Like, I was like, bro, like,
but that asks the questions. What's the best alien movie?
It's Alien movie.
Independence Day.
What is it? Day of
Independence Day.
I gotta think of some.
Will Smith.
There's some alien. There's
Goldblum.
called Alien. Like, I don't know.
Alien's up there. Alien is my second choice. OG Alien is my second choice, but Independence Day, bro, the all-star cast and one of the greatest speeches in movie history. And it's on Hulu right now to go stream that hoe.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back with you because I've seen a lot of Alien movies. I can't.
Have y'all seen Independence Day?
I seen glimpses of it. That's why.
Young Will Smith, bro. Young Will Smith. You got Jeff Goldblum, bro.
We still watching Will Smith movies.
This is old Will Smith
on repeat. and we listen to Chris Rock stand up. What you say?
I can say I haven't watched his new movie but like. But old stuff I've seen a lot.
I can't believe that niggas really trying to cancel him because of Slap. I'm like, damn, bro, Will Smith, that nigga, bro.
He won an award 2 seconds after slapping the nigga. What you saying?
King Richard was fire. King Richard was fire, but it's just crazy how he like, bro. He's literally on CNN for the fucking apology video, I was like, bro, this nigga's a fucking mixer. But like, it's crazy how that like was really a big, which it is a big deal. Like he really went and slapped another nigga on stage. That shit crazy. But like, it's just crazy how this is such a like how much backlash he's getting, which he deserves at the same time. But it's just like, damn, like
It's because everything is all
nigga.
politically correct nowadays. That's kind of like why I like UFC, bro. Like Kev can attest to this. Like a UFC, like that's the least politically correct sport. Like if they were go up there and a fighter said "fuck China," I don't think Dana White even gave a fuck. Like, but Sean Strickland is known for like getting the mic and just saying random shit, and they'll never apologize. Like I said what I said.
He literally pointed niggas out in the crowd and said, "Yo, I'd fucking murder you. I'd do life in prison because I fucking hate your face." And I was just
like if I wasn't up here right now, I would go down there and murder you.
Right? And Kobe Covington said, "Yo, like Brazil's a fucking dump." And this nigga went there, won, and then told them niggas suck.
He called them monkeys, and this place was a dump in Rio de Janeiro.
I remember that was me. Like that was me 10 minutes into researching the UFC, and I was just like, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck. So like, I just look at this shit like this. Like when it comes to Willie, like you got your own bag, bro. Fuck all that bullshit. I think Chris Rock, he handling like a gangster. He finna sue the shit out that nigga. And then motherfucking, and then he's running up a bag off of it. I wouldn't go Kevin Hart apology tour. I would really sit down and just like, if I'm done, I'm done. Like, let me get away from this. Oh, no,
Chris Rock. I would say, have you seen the new news where Will Smith apologized? So Will Smith apologized and he had he teared up on the apology. And then Chris Rock, didn't he tear up in it? No.
I don't know if he did, but if he did, like, damn, bro.
Oh, like, when you made that face, I was like, maybe because I didn't watch the whole thing. I
didn't watch the whole thing, but if he did, I was like, bro, you doing
people
too much.
I saw people say that he showed like some emotion, which to me, I took it as, he probably teared up or, got a sniffle.
Yeah, like, bro, you doing too much now. But like, you really an actor.
Then Chris Rock got on stage because he's doing his tour right now. He went on stage that night when it happened, and he was just like, bro, not everybody's a victim, like coming at Will Smith, like, because I guess he thinks Will Smith's trying to play a victim now that like what had happened, and he was like, bro, you trying to be a victim makes other real victims look dumb, or like he was just saying like you were the one in the wrong. Why the fuck are you acting like like people should feel bad for you now, like. But and I was like, oh damn, this shit really, like Chris Rock ain't backing down. Like, well, like he said, fuck your apology, basically.
Chris Rock is from Brooklyn. Like niggas just forgetting this. Like my nigga, when I see he didn't slap her back, I was like, oh fuck. He taking this, he gonna get paid off of this. He not playing with the bullshit. The niggas from Brooklyn, dog.
Yeah, I agree too. Like, nigga, like you the one that went up and slapped. Like he just afraid of getting canceled. That's what it's looking like. He just afraid of getting canceled. That's what it really is. And that shit really, you will get canceled for shit like that.
Yeah, Hollywood don't play right, especially white Hollywood. They're not playing with that shit.
I was like, hey, I want a Bad Boys 4. You know what I'm saying? So, but Will Smith, like one of the biggest actors ever, like ain't no way he could not have a job. But
if you go watch his when he did his fitness journey challenge thing, you would it might help you understand his emotions and shit a little bit deeper. So I think that's what it is. Like kind of it's like a regret. And when the deeper thing, he kind of regrets doing it and feels like he shouldn't do it. And now the backlash, the consistent this, then probably this people not fucking with you, and then this stuff. And he's just like, okay, I just want to get this over with. Let's move past it. And it's showing like a different side of him that people aren't really. So like, it's both ways. And I just think like, there's sometimes when you just don't give a fuck. There's just a time, there's just certain times in life where it's just like, bet. And this would have been one of those times. You did something, the person, and then just y'all figure it out between them two and fuck what everybody else got to say about it. Because regardless, they're going to say something. You really stood the world still. And the numbers that the Oscars is going to do next year is going to be crazy because of what you did like this year. So like, all them niggas, everybody's going to eat off of this situation except him.
Yeah, Chris Rock, I guarantee you his ticket sales for his comedy tour went through the roof after this. Because everyone's always assuming like maybe he'll have a Will Smith joke. Like maybe he'll address the Will Smith situation at the show. Like those ticket sales, I know they went up after the smack.
They say I want to say I had a lot of crazy numbers, but he definitely doubled the prices for some tickets. I will say that. I had a lot of crazy stats though, so I didn't go fact check.
Had
And
to.
he's already a megastar. He already.
He had to, bro. As a comedian, you gotta let that shit out. Like, what the fuck?
And you know he's backstage, Dave. The amount of cheese I got for getting slapped. Will could slap the shit out of me right now.
Real spill at the Oscars. Yeah.
And the other thing I was gonna bring up, because it's literally breaking news that we were talking about it in the group chat at 8 a.m. Group chats don't get popping that early. So when I woke up and saw the messages, I was like, oh fuck. But Deshawn Watson's verdict came in. He's facing 6 games, no fine. He'll be out for the first 6 games. I'm not even sure if they're gonna appeal it or anything, or if they're just gonna chill with the 6. But yeah, it's finalized. It came in.
Yeah. How long this been on for? Like a year, 2?
3.
Over a
3?
year. It's been like he's been off like since. Yeah, I want to say I'm not like probably a year and some change, just because it was around a little bit before this time last year when he was like couldn't go to training camps and couldn't like shit was starting to start.
6 games. How y'all
Dangerous, man. I mean, it is what it is. They did it. They handled it, and now it's gonna be one of those things that nobody's gonna really remember how big it was, especially if he comes back and plays well. So like, it's a serious matter. I think there's gonna be a lot of people upset. It is what it is. Like, it's deep. I just think it's crazy. Like, their lawyers is something different. Like,
Nah, for real. Cause I was talking to somebody the other day. What's his name from the Falcons? Got
Calvin Ridley.
trouble
That's the
for-
one that they want to
for
compare
gambling?
it to.
like what he got, like suspended the rest of the year or something like that.
He got the whole year this season.
Whole
The
year.
whole 17
the
games.
nigga lost.
No, this is I'm just shocked just because of how loud a lot of the people who felt like they knew what was gonna happen. Like, I won't say they were wrong, but how loud people were like saying like, "Oh, it's gonna be a season for sure." Like, that was almost like a definite no question. And then like as it kind of gotten closer, now it's like people start reeling back what they're saying, and they're like, "Oh, maybe it's 10 games, maybe it's 8," and then and then we finally get today 6 with no fine. I was like, bro, what the fuck were people talking about that? Like, is this just people's opinions that they were trying to push as facts, or is this like where were they getting these original numbers of like 6? Like, he's gonna be suspended a season for sure. Because like, I mean, when they said it, I was like, I mean, it makes sense. Calvin Ridley just got suspended for a season, and it was just a fucking bet that literally betting is now partnered with the NFL. Every commercial break, you'll see a fucking bet online, bet MGM, all that stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. He should get suspended for that much. But then like as it kept unfolding, like lesser time to when I was like, I feel like this shit really isn't gonna be suspended for a season. Like, now everyone keeps backtracking. So I'm just shocked on like how this is gonna, because I remember when Big Ben got his shit happened and kind of got swept under the rug. Like, because Big Ben won the Super Bowl and Big Ben was that dude for 10 plus more years after the incident. And then when he gets retired and they give him a standing ovation, he's probably going to be first ballot. Is that going to be the Watson story too? Is he just going to come out and ball and then it's all forgotten? He brings Cleveland a title and for like not even a title, but just makes them relevant for the next 5 years or however long his contract is.
I don't think so because he's black, so I think they will definitely not fucking let that shit go.
I think. Oh, my bad. Keep on, Jay.
I say he black and he kind of got away with it.
I wouldn't say he got away with it. I think this is what we call white people in that shit. If you ever seen the movie Suicide Squad, Will Smith goes up to whoever there was running them niggas, whoever, I forget what character she was, but goes up to her. He goes, when they ask him, he goes, okay, I'll go with y'all, but I need y'all. My daughter, she has she got some. I want her to go to a good college, so I need y'all to white people that shit and everything like that. So that's what we call white people in that shit. They kind of really like they handled it. They handled it the legal way. So now they got a lot of confidentiality agreements. Politicians do this all the time. So like, you got a lot of agreements. A lot of people got what they wanted. Probably had to pay out of pocket tons of cash. and that's what they probably did. And now it's kind of just like, okay, everything's settled. Let's play football. And so I want to say got away with it because that was a year-long process. So you could consider that time served is also something that they brought up into these conversations because he already just missed a year for this shit. So like, this isn't fair for him to miss an entire another year. So that's probably another reason why I got cut down to 6 weeks. So they had to do something. Like Tom Brady got 4 weeks for the deflate shit. So I just look at the situation as like, where's he at mentally, and is he gonna ball back? Because like money was the biggest thing about this, because you just get guaranteed him about like what 300 million,
200 I think guaranteed.
200 million, and like, but the thing about contracts about guaranteed money is that like that money goes into a vault. It's not like you can keep that and just have to pay it at that season. All that money goes into a vault. So like, and the pay gets paid out to the player. So like. So the Browns have to really advocate to really get this shit going. So that's how I look at it.
No, I mean the Brown. We're gonna see what he does. I think. I don't know if he'll get washed. I kind of agree with what Jerry said. That like the black quarterback stigma. Like you fuck up once or twice, like that shit sticks with you. Michael Vick is forever known as the dog killer, even though he did his time. It wasn't even him. It was his uncle at his house when he was away at away games. Like, but yet they don't give a fuck about that. It's Michael Vick. That's what he did. And the fucking AI, fucking one of the best shooting guard, point guards, depending on where you stack them. But the practice ran. That's what all they fucking like. When people bring up AI, they talk about, oh, he didn't practice. So things, especially when it's like 30 women, like that shit's gonna stick. Like I feel like if it's one or two, maybe as time progresses, you win a Super Bowl. But like Kobe, like he kind of beat it. Like he went and did his legendary career. No one ever brings up all the old shit like that. But like when it's 30 women, that'd be kind of hard to be like, remember that one time?
Yeah, that's kind of nuts. No cap.
Like even if he was like he beat him, like I was like he legally. He didn't do nothing. Like legally, I'm not saying there's no opinion in the matter. The verdicts came back, and like and the NFL's doing what they gotta do now. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. If justice, whatever way it's served, hopefully it will serve.
But so he didn't get convicted for none of them.
Yeah, no. I think there's still 2 more that are open, like the final 2. But if everything continues on the way it's been going, it's gonna close just like all the other. Like it's been 20 something that he's already closed.
Dang.
No, it's just the fact that like if you were there, you were there. Like the one thing that we'll never be able, the numbers that we heard, like the days that it just changed on a daily basis, then the more and more news that was coming out, and then this was all after the contract was signed and the trade went down. So it was just like, if you were there, you were there. You're always gonna remember all the shit that nigga went to. Everybody else in the world is gonna be like, oh, okay. It's just like, oh yeah, it happened.
Right. It might be a story. Maybe he goes out and has a legendary career. He comes out and continues the run that he was going on with the Texans, having historic careers, all that shit. And we may be telling our children, whoever, like, oh, how come people never talk about him? I'm like, oh well. There was this 1 year in the offseason. like when people ask, why is there an asterisk next to Barry Bonds' name? Well, that motherfucker was juiced to the gills before he was cranking them bad boys.
That boy has some help.
But it's something you have to explain to someone that wasn't here when all this shit was popping off.
Facts.
No rap cap, but hey man, what we looking like, man? You got any crazy questions?
No, I really didn't have any crazy questions this week. I don't know if maybe Jerry did.
I know Jerry got, because he was supposed to J. Cole.
Oh yeah, I mean, about the whole J. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to the situation, but I don't know. I just about J. Cole. So I was listening to all J. Cole yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I just forgot like how kind of great that nigga was. I went back to 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Now, kid, what's your favorite album by J. Cole?
His best album is 24 Forest Hills Drive, definitely.
Okay, that's where everybody says. So, go ahead.
It's tough because, like, I feel like he dropped a whole bunch of 10s, but, like, it was the timing for the few. Like, KOD probably wasn't a 10, but maybe if he had timed it. But, like, it was still a great album. Like, Off Season, it wasn't supposed to be a great album, but the timing was so good, it felt like a 10. But like Forest Hills, Born Sinner felt like a 10, but Forest Hill Drive was just that perfect time for everybody. Niggas in school. It was something they could vibe to, rock to. You had a song to fuck to. Like that was that classic album right there.
I just went back to it. And that shit brought back so many minutes. It's crazy how music can do that. Like great music can do that, just bring back fucking memories. A great album like that. So I like All Season though. Like All Season, low key one of my favorites. All Season was fire. But I was just listening to the album yesterday. I was just like, damn, like J. Cole. J. Cole is one of them niggas. J. Cole's one of them niggas. And he's already a top tier rapper with Kendrick, Drake, and those like top 3 for sure.
I think he's one of them ones. I feel like the thing about J. Cole was that like it was just timing. Like he was the real middle child. He could have been he had to watch the whole transition, and then because of that, that's where he gets a lot of his flack from. Like a lot of his, like, remember there was a point there on Twitter they was calling him Jay Snooze Button because he was just he wanted to talk in deeper meaning. He wanted to talk about he was giving us deeper layers of his life and stuff like that at a time where it was kind of Gucci gang.
Oh, yeah. We was on the height. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, like so like I think that's kind of like gonna be that darker part. But when this next album drops, The Fall Off,
I like All Season. All Season one of my faves. I ain't gonna cap. All Season one of my faves.
I love Off Season just because it was so put together and there's so many new flows, but it really was a mixtape. If you look at how he approached it, it was really a mixtape. So like he's been working on this last album since motherfucking 2018. Like this shit is going to be mean. Like he dropped the Off Season because he had writer's block. You know, Kendrick 10,008 days, 10,800 something days. 1,800 something. Cole said, nah. Let me figure something out. And then he gave us the Off Season. So when this Fall Off drop, there's no way the niggas gonna fall off.
Hey, I hope so. Cause
I never build up those big hypes for albums because I never want to be disappointed. Like how the Kendrick album, like a lot of people are disappointed. The Drake album, people are disappointed. But I feel like it's people coming in with these super high expectations, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, I put the expectation unrealistically way too high.
That's what I was listening to right before I got on the podcast. Kendrick what? Kendrick album what?
Oh, hey, I'm just saying. I know when the reviews were that high.
I got Gabby. That's on me.
Like Kendrick makes real music, like without a doubt. But like, there's a video the other day, like nigga was crying at a Kendrick concert, like one of security. It's just like, you just. I don't know his bitch. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with. But like this is not one of his. We can all say this is not one of his best albums. I mean, Paul didn't listen, but it's not his best. Not top 3. And the Kev, you say that. You say it's top 3?
No.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's all I gotta hear. But it was nice. It was nice to hear Kendrick again. It was nice to hear Kendrick again.
It's been 1,800 or something days.
It was nice to hear him there. Now it's time for Lil Baby. You need
that Lil Baby.
That's all I gotta say.
And when Thug get out Free Slime, whoo, oh my God.
Man, I hope so. I haven't heard shit about that in a while.
Because they don't got no new shit. It was fucking a publicity stunt. Fuck these fucking feds.
They said they got more in Atlanta they're looking for. We'll
see.
But
hey, they said in 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. Fuck.
Yeah, it sure has.
This is a publicity stunt. Like all this is just to make they just put fear in niggas. Niggas probably went out of town. Niggas finna get right back, and then my boys finna be free. But hey, man, we going overtime because we work overtime because they need to free the slimes. You feel me? So this has been a Totally Blitz podcast. I'm in this bitch with Paul Pick'em Winning Concert. That's the MMA junkie himself. We got some more Friday Night Fight Clubs and some recaps for you coming this week. That boy Jerry Will 24, comedian and motherfucking real nigga of the year. What's it called? September's coming up, Jerry. I know you got some crazy shit planned. August coming up. I know you got some shit in the works, man. So he gonna keep doing what you catch my boy at Jerry Will 24. And I got so much shit going on right now that I can't fucking talk about it. So instead, I'm gonna just let you know that you use a big
Got a problem with being problematic. Get the light beam on me, ready for electrostatic. Don't you step into this box if you're not batting. Then my gang got tools, you could call them boy crap, man. This gang got rules, man. You better watch your passes, this ain't nothing new.